Hello world and welcome back. I'm Karhu, the Great Bear of the North, and this is Vagrus, the Riven Realms. I'm totally enjoying it so far, and seeing as you guys, are back for episode 4, I assume you're enjoying it too. This game is phenomenal. I love it. I'm just continuing from one episode into the next, doing the recording, because I just want to keep playing, to be perfectly honest. My voice is getting a little bit hoarse, but I just want to keep playing. So let's continue, shall we? All right, the leader management is now active. Click on the medallion button to open the leader window. Conveniently right behind my head. That's lovely. I'm a trader. My ambition is wealth. My background is veteran, and I'm Tiberius Aburo. The leader window allows you to observe and interact with your character, the Vagrus. My current insight is displayed in the top right. Insight is gained mainly through events and can be used to purchase perks and other improvements for the Vagrus and for your companions. Okay, that's cool. Perks are abilities that have levels and used in various situations. Initial and maximum perk levels, as well as available perks are specific to each character. Okay. You can purchase any number of perks if your insight allows by clicking on the empty node next to each perk, representing its level. Those are attributes. Those are perk summary. Okay. Let's pick the prepare leadership. You can use resourcefulness to place a companion in the front of the initiative order in combat. Okay, cool. Leadership perks are specific to the Vagrus. Each of them lets you use resourcefulness to boost your action in a certain way when unlocked. Consult with their descriptions to learn more. Authority is maximum number of deputies you can have at any given time. You need no additional authority in Pilgrims of the Wasteland. Okay. And resourcefulness allows you to boost various actions. Click the plus button. Click on the helmet icon on the leader medallion to navigate to the companion's face. Oh, cool. Here are my companions. Here's their character sheets. Stats are displayed in the top left. Top left. Oh, here's the stats. All the combat skills are on the bottom left. Okay, that makes sense. Wounded. Oh, they can have items. Click the arrow icon next to the companion name to display Morwen's character sheet. She's mortally wounded. It will take her 20 days to recover. Equip Morgan with the luck talisman gear. A small... to bring good luck. A lot of people carry on, but do they believe in it? Okay. Gear. How do I go back to their... oh, there's a picture. Right. Then click on the laurels at the top of her image. This is the prowess window. Oh my god, they're so crunchy. So crunchy. Where you can upgrade your companions. Prowess is a general power level of the companion ranging from 1 to 9. It's basically level. Raising prowess costs insight from the leader. Click on the next prowess node to confirm to unlock it. Additionally, the 3rd, 6th, and 9th level of prowess can only be unlocked if the companion storyline progresses beyond a certain point. Okay, so we need to have companion storylines. That makes sense. Perk descriptions and proficiency costs can be observed by clicking on their names. Deputy perks, combat traits, and combat skills are unique to companions. Upgrading works the same way as with leaders. You can spend any amount of proficiency, then confirm changes with the confirm button. But once purchased, perks cannot be changed. Interesting. Now, our task is to upgrade one of our companions' prowess and purchase any perks or skills you'd like. I don't want to click. I don't want to do that tomorrow one. Oh, dang it. What does the Scoutmaster do? We need Survival 1, Perceptive 2, Navigation. We have Navigation 2, Survival 2, and Perceptive. Okay. Oh, that's just her job. That's her job. Let's get Devastating Blow. That's 4 proficiency. How much proficiency do I have? I don't have any. Oh, I have to do that first. I get it. Let's do that. There we go. And then we click on the X. Okay, cool. Can we do the same thing with Jarvek? Or Javek? No. Alright. So now what do? Close this. And now we continue. No, that's camp. Okay, we still can't find any resources. Let's heal companions. She's dying, yo. Treat using medical supplies. Who would you like to treat? Let's treat Javek. Medical supplies. Cool. It's 2 medical supplies. They should be at max vitality. Cool. They're back on their feet. Awesome. We did lose a fighter, but we did gain Sidarius. And what is Sidarius? Strong-minded, intimidation, mighty, tough, and religion. Okay. Let's just end the day. And let's continue on to Avernum. Don't anything else happen. The whole Comitatus becomes agitated as a dust cloud appears in the east and starts to move towards you. You give orders to your crew to prepare for a dust storm. Such a thing is fairly common out here on the border of the Searing Plains, and you should have little trouble traversing it. The Searing Plains are one of the largest continuous desert areas on the continent of many deserts. It spans several provinces that used to be forested regions and fertile plains before the Calamity. Yikes. Make necessary arrangements and head on south. After half an hour, the cloud is much closer, and it is now certain that it will cross your path. By then, everyone is wearing protective masks or bandanas, and all the cargo and equipment are secured. Javik is riding a large beast of burden, having fastened himself to its back, deep in concentration to maintain the calmness of all your animals with his telepathic skills. Telepathic? Telepathic. But something is off. An uncanny twilight is settling on the broken plains around you. It is much too early for sunset, and the storm itself should not blot out light in such a manner. And then you hear it. Chanting. Chanting on the wind, and a pale light at the heart of the storm heading your way. You can see the faces of the crew slowly becoming distorted in panic. Flee. Flee. You're just about to fight. You're just about to give the order when Sidarius walks up to you. What is the meaning of this, Vagrus? There's no need for such a desperate act. It is just a dust storm. You tell him quickly about your previous encounter with the Lost Pilgrimage. Nonsense! The chances that the Pilgrims would show up again are... Sidarius trails off as the eerie twilight falls upon the Comitatus and the dust cloud envelops you all. There's no time to flee or hide, so you signal everyone to draw weapons and stand at their ready. Some of your crew tremble, some are praying, and some are about to break, but not Sidarius. The knight walks toward the approaching apparition as if being possessed by a death wish. You see Javik frowning and sweating in concentration, no doubt trying to combat your beast's instincts to flee in terror. In utter terror. In a few moments, you hear the chanting and see the ghastly pilgrims clearly through the dust curtain. Desiccated forms and faded robes shuffling on the broken terrain, or rather over the terrain somehow, as if floating at a rapid pace. Their vacant faces are illuminated by a dreadful pale light that emanates from their hollow insides. You are paralyzed by terror. Blurred images enter your mind, visions of a horrid procession of living dead wearing faded robes. You walk among them. You are one of them. Is this the end? Before they could reach you, the spectral pilgrims turn left and head south along a dried-out riverbed without any apparent reason. It takes your mind a few minutes to comprehend that an unusual mercy has just been granted you and your crew. The last pilgrimage marches on, slowly disappearing into the cracked badlands beyond, taking the ghoulish twilight and the dust storm with them. It takes a good few moments for the crew and yourself to come to your senses. Did this truly happen? What was the reason, if any, for the spectral troop to change direction at the last second? How can it be explained if they appeared again after such a short time? Sidarius walks over to you, looking confident, though you can see he's a bit shaken too. So Marauder is with us. This is an omen if ever I've seen one. My destiny for retribution against the enemies of the Empire must be the reason why these horrors let us be. You swallow and nod, yet you are not so certain why it happened the way it did. Rest assured, Vagrus. As long as you have me by your side, no harm will come to your comitatus. Remember that. Sidarius walks away, signaling the line to move along. What a dick. +5 insight. Sweet. Still rattled, you move along the line, assuring everyone that the danger had passed. With the comitatus moving, you join Javik on top of the largest beast of burden, but you barely talk. You have never heard of anyone encountering the last pilgrimage. Twice. Somehow you do not feel blessed. Haunted, more like. After an hour or two, you and your crew fall back to your travel routines, and tonight all this will seem much less terrifying. In fact, you should be grateful for avoiding certain death at the hands of these accursed things twice in a row. Hopefully there won't be a third time. You move on towards Avernum. There's like this sense of like dread. Yeah, this is the same talk about the last pilgrimage that Java gave us last time. What do you think of Sidarius? He is full of anger, that much I can tell. Both of you glance at the far side of the camp where the black-clad knight is pacing back and forth like an irate beast. And I don't just mean anger about how he was betrayed and almost killed in a trap set for him. No, there's an underlying rage in that one. One that I'm afraid might bite us in the ass if we're not careful. You remind him that you do not have much of a choice when it comes to traveling with the man. Besides, it is only for a little while. I know, Javek smiles faintly. I just have this sense that we should probably be on guard when it comes to him. Maybe cure him as best we can. I have to confess that I'm not a big fan of him or his kind. So believe me when I say it's no easy thing for me either. And as for Mormon, I don't think much of him. Let's leave it at that. Alright, what about our mission? You are the Vagrus. I'm only a scout. I'll let you decide what our destination is and what jobs we take. You've been doing this for quite a while, so I'm content you'll choose well. A leader should lead. I'm no leader. Alright. Alright. Six. Ask him about the Knights of the Black Sun, but we already got that in the last episode. What I think of this sorry bunch? What does not have to possess the clairvoyance of Sagarot to see how your little band is made up of rejects and misfits? I suppose not all of your business ventures are completely legitimate either. You look pale, Vagrus. Sidarius spots an evil grin. But fret not. You've been of great service to me, and I shall overlook such trespass for the good of the Empire. Don't like him. Ah, the unlicensed sorcerer in your company. I asked him about Javek. I could have had him drawn and quartered for attempting to peek into my thoughts, the nasty dog. But what could one expect from a Tarkian? Sidarius chuckles slightly. Do not think for a moment that I haven't sensed his prying, Vagrus. Our training at the Order includes the harnessing of willpower so that such mental attacks can be deflected. He's your creature, no doubt, so perhaps he was doing it on your orders. His smile is vile. But after I made him understand the severity of his mistake, I think we are in the clear. And that is for the best. Everyone here should know their place. There's nothing new to tell about the mission of the Voiceless Lake. I and my companions went there in search of enemies of the Empire to smoke them out of their hideout that supposedly lay there. It was to be the last glorious battle, concluded in a long investigation that took months. Yes, we've already established all of that. Avernum, what can we expect them? Avernum is an imperial city with a dubious reputation. Of course, enemies of the Empire would always reach for an opportunity to slander its greatness. Yet, I must confess that after the ensnarement and slaughter of my contingent, thanks to leads gleaned from supposedly trustworthy services in Avernum, I shall give more credit to rumors of corruption and treason in the city. Other than that, it's a busy place, with as many honest folk as there are vagabonds and miscreants. You'd like it. 9. Oh, 8. Let's end that. Can we... Okay, we need more supplies. Supplies are good. At the very least, it means that we don't need to purchase supplies in Avernum. And we lost critical fail. We lost a scout. Oh boy. Your crew grumbles. It's not a rare thing, as there's always good reason to grumble. But this time they bitch and moan about not getting paid, which is fairly good reason if there was any. You notice the signs, and they're quite and are quite aware they can not go on like this forever. Otherwise, the least unsettling thing that happens is that they start leaving. Then they're going to steal your belongings too. And there are much, much worse alternatives. Just keep in mind to pay their due. Yes, I will pay them. I will pay them. But let us continue on. Let's try to make it to Avernum. You know what? I'm going to force march into Avernum. Yeah, let's do this. It's one single thing. Cool, we're in Avernum. Now, the Comitatus clans a broken ridge, and everyone stops for them to take in the visage of Avernum, nestled atop and around a range of large hills on the horizon to the southwest, very much like Rome. Chimneys of the city's many forgers and smelters cast a dark shadow over it, while the lava fields beyond the settlement provide an intense reddish glow as a backdrop. Several crude roads meander among the hills here, probably leading to the mines and quarries you would pass during the last day or so. Time for us to part ways for a while, Vagrus. The voice of Sidarius makes you jump a little. For a large fellow wearing heavy armor, he managed to creep up on you without a sound. He's standing beside you, gazing at the horizon. I have to make my way into the city alone. My reasons are my own. But before I go, I have a proposition for you. His voice and stature tell you that there is not much point in arguing. You are well aware, of course, that my contingent was betrayed and ambushed out in the wasteland where we met. Yes? Yes. During our trek back here, I've come to the conclusion that whoever betrayed us had to be someone involved in the investigation I led in Avernum before setting out from the city. Even though I have some ideas where to start looking for traitors, the implications of this despicable betrayal are too severe to attempt to meet it head-on. I require secrecy and guile. Most of our remaining allies in the city and I are too easy to track or recognize, and those responsible could easily make evidence disappear if I'm revealed to be alive. Someone else has to provide that guile for us. After a short pause, he looks you in the eye. What I mean is that, for you, your friend the mage, and the rest of your crew could be vital in finding the culprits and bringing them to justice. The Empire needs your help, Vagrus. We can ask him some questions. We can agree to help, or we can refuse. Let's see what the betrayal implies. It implies people in high places, Vagrus. Possibly the highest in Avernum. It may be that officers of no small importance in the city were corrupted, but be not disheartened. Selgarod teaches us that such vile sin must be rooted out no matter how high it reaches and no matter the cost. Nevertheless, this must be approached with caution and a certain kind of secrecy that I and my allies do not possess due to our station. What kind of assistance does he require? I need someone who is not known to have cooperated with a previous investigation and is not associated with me publicly. I need that someone to spy on suspected officials and criminals while I coordinate the investigation from a hidden base of operations. You, Vagrus, and your crew fit the requirements perfectly. Additionally, you've proven yourself resourceful and tough since we met. Okay. Ask him about the investigation he had in Avernum. I do not want to say much here. Suffice to say that I was summoned by the city by elements of authorities there. I was to take a leading part in a series of investigations into abolitionist activity. Yes, Vagrus, do not look so surprised. Slave lovers. Their despicable activities resulted in a whole group of these, and I should probably take a moment to say that the views expressed by Sidarius in this game do not reflect in any way, shape, or form the views of Karin. Just want you to know. Their despicable activities resulted in a whole group of these ingrates escaping the bonds and evolving into banditry, preying on the good citizens of the Empire. On Comitati, on people like you and your crew. I and my Sagradite contingent managed to catch quite a few of them with the aid of the local authorities, but the liberated tribe... and my accent is now all over the place because I'm thrown off by that. But the liberated tribe itself was out of our reach until we found a lead that we followed north, to the area where we met. We were supposed to locate our hideout and deal with them in a permanent fashion. The rest is history. I can't, buddy. I'm sorry. I can't. I refuse. Just on principle, I refuse. I'm not helping somebody that you know, a slave hunter. No. Sedaris looks at you coldly. You can feel the weight of his terrible gaze. As a citizen of the Empire, your business is to aid the authorities when told so, especially in matters of such great import, Vagrus. Do not disappoint me, because I'm grateful for your earlier assistance, and I'm offering you a chance to be of service to the Empire as well as my ordering you repay me by being ignorant. You suddenly feel dizzy. An unholy light seems to glimmer in the knight's cruel eyes as he goes on. Do not forget that I am the law. I could have you arrested in a venom and your little band of vagrants disbanded for any number of reasons. Unsanctioned use of sorcery by a little friend, for one, associating with felons and scrap people. Oh yes, I've been talking to your crew while we were traveling. I know of your plight. Even if you let are let go eventually, the delay alone and the fines would bury your business permanently. Better to aid me and be off. Is it not? He's giving you a choice. You agree to him, or we just kill him. I'm sorry. Kill him. As if sensing your thoughts, some of your crew nearby start reaching slowly for their weapons. Yet the knight stands right in front of you, easily able to reach you with his armored gloves and long blade in an instant. He notices your men's intent and grins. You know that you would be the first to fall if it came to blows. Sedaris starts talking in a raised voice so that everyone can hear him, but addresses you, his gaze fixed on your face. Now. You'd rather become a murderer than aid me. How did we come to this? Before you commit to this path, however, let me warn you that even if your ragged little band could overpower me after your inevitable demise, they'd be cursed forever and follow you soon into disgrace and damnation. We Knights of the Black Sun are protected by Sargrod himself. He is right. You've heard stories about the terrible curse that strikes down those who harm servants of the God of Vengeance. You look to the side and see Javek shaking his head with an expression of utter worry. Most of your crew is dismayed and have abandoned the idea of killing the knight already. It is a stalemate. You agree to assist him, lest he destroys your last hope and rebuild your business. I don't like being forced to help a slaver. I don't. I'm continuing with this game because I'm going to assume that there's a chance that I can liberate my people and liberate other people. But I'm not comfortable with this. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with this. The knight's anger is gone after a long moment of silence. Very well. I was nurturing the hope that you'd eventually come to your senses and be willing to aid the Empire in this perilous predicament. It's the right choice. We will struggle side by side, just like we did near the voiceless snake Vagrus, and I can assure you, the Order of the Black Sun does not forget loyalty and dedication to the Empire. Nor does it forget treachery. He slaps you on the shoulder. Now, let us part ways and follow my plan. So, what is his plan? The plan, for now, is to make our way into Avernum separately so that you won't be associated with me at all. Good, I don't want to be. Rest assured that although they do not expect my return, the traitors would be informed at once. Sorry, not traitors. The slave liberators. Let's get this clear. At once had I turned up at the city gates, so I have to find an alternate way in. I will send for you once I'm settled in. Someone trustworthy shall appear and guide you to my... The next word makes him wince. Hideout. We'll talk about your tasks there. You ask him about the belongings of his former comrades. The knight frowns. That might complicate matters somewhat. He looks thoughtful. Take their holy symbols to the temple of Sargrod quietly. You can get rid of the weapons as you see fit, but I forbid selling them at the market. It would draw too much attention to you, and we do not want that for now. Sedaris pierces you with his gaze. I sincerely hope I can trust you with this, Vagrus. Woe betide you if you do not comply. With that, he takes his leave of you and waits as you signal the comitatus to move forward. The knight remains behind to find his way into the city on his own. Good riddance. Quarter of an hour later, Sedaris is only a speck on the horizon as you are rapidly approaching Avernum. Sedaris was removed from your comitatus. Good. Don't come back. don't come back.
Dark omens, ominous apparitions of an otherworldly covenant of spectres, a grim night out for vengeance, time and coin running out slowly. Yet against all odds, we journeyed to the city of Avernum on the Smoulderbone Flats, a place bustling with travellers, merchants and lowlifes. It was supposed to be a short stop on our way east, but we got more than we bargained for.
And just because I'm so uncomfortable right now about some of the topics in this game, and just the fact that I'm being forced by a game to help a slave trader, I'm just gonna call an end to this episode right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna return to this. Like that's how much this kind of bothers me. Especially in light of what's going on in the middle of 2020. Stay safe, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I can't guarantee that there will be another episode of this. I will let you know about that first. I'll see, but yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in another video. Bye, guys.